Eastway Radio, baby. It's a real good day. Eastway Radio, tighter to your head than a brand new fade, bro. From the barber, conversation starter. Put your feet up, cause it's about to heat up. With the legendary Lady Terry Free. And the MC, entrepreneur, the E. He always hustling like the DJ Hustleman. That's the trio, Neo, Matrix, clearer than LASIK. It'll never be basic. Close your lips and don't miss CNN with an urban twist. Playing all the next Northwest hits. You know the model if it's out there, talk about it. Nothing off limits, homie, I doubt it. Get it started, no stopping like a freeway. Real talk and we about to do it Eastway. It feels good, feel good, it feels good. Cause Eastway Radio on, you can't tell me nothing, tell me nothing, tell me nothing. Blah, 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 did you say something? You say something, you say cause Eastway Radio on, you can't tell me nothing, tell me nothing, tell me nothing.
That's right, y'all. Eastway Radio in the building. Y'all know what it is, man. Digi Mix DJ Radio and Mix Show in the building. We got a new syndication and
woohoo! We are breaking all the old radio stereotypes. So we have one extra letter since this is a worldwide radio show. Call letters are WDMDJ.
That's right, y'all. We in the building. You know the motto. If it's out there, let's talk about it. I'm your host, E-Dog, alongside my lovely co-host,
Terry Free.
And we can't forget the DJ in the house, DJ Hustle Man.
Yeah, I'm here, man.
So y'all was talking about some murder for hire, somebody.
I can't believe he didn't even know.
I don't follow this stuff. Like I barely watch TV.
Yeah,
I really don't.
Sweetie pie.
Sweetie pie is going down.
I was like, who does a murder for hire on your nephew? That's your family.
That 400, somebody needed that.
They call him Wide Hips Tim.
Why? That's what the guy that did it?
Really?
If you see his picture, you'll see what I'm saying.
He ate well.
Why?
Yeah. And you know, what he was messing with the chick that went to the housewives, the basketball wives.
Oh, really?
Jennifer.
So he got
and he was stalking her, yeah.
Oh, he's crazy, period.
He's crazy. He already did 10 years. So yeah, he's crazy.
Well, he's gonna sit down some more.
He gonna have to chill out,
rest
man.
of his life.
He got the hips to do it. He can sit on that time.
He can be up there twerking.
He gonna be twerking. Oh, they gonna turn him into something. I mean, just
you are Sweetie Pie, aren't you?
Oh,
yeah.
That's what it's gonna be.
Okay, yeah, the Sweetie Pie with the wide hips.
The wide hips.
Oh yeah, he's
eating
in
all them
for
cakes.
it. He's in for
He
it.
got cakes. He was eating cakes. You know?
He's on the third tier.
You're stupid.
Hey, you want us to tell her what happened? Everybody should know.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I seen it on Facebook where somebody's like, Sweetie Pie, whoop-de-whoop. I'm like, what's going on?
Man, Tim killed his nephew.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it was. You know
Break it on down.
For $400K.
For $400,000. That's
And
what
did
it
he
breaks
get it?
down to. He ain't even get it.
But what about this Sweetie Pie? You said something now. How did this Sweetie Pie come in? How did the title get Sweetie Pie?
Sweetie Pies is the name of the restaurant that him and his mama own, a chain of restaurants. And they had a TV show.
Yep,
It was a reality show on
Mhm.
Oprah Network for like 5-6 years.
Wow.
So, you know, that she's famous. The food and all that.
Yeah.
I wanted to go eat there. I ain't
Yeah.
gonna lie.
It was
Yeah.
a big deal.
Hey, man.
She is,
They
at least.
hired all black people, and, you know,
Yep.
it's all black, everything. But he
black operation.
is the only son. One other son was dead, got killed. And I
Now,
think
they need to investigate him.
yeah, but listen, if
Uh-oh.
I'm not mistaken, the nephew that he killed was the dead brother's kid.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Tim is a bad person. Tim, you a bad man. For real. Tim,
But you know,
a bad
he's
man.
evil. He's not just
you
he's
evil,
not
Tim.
bad. He's
Yeah.
evil.
Wow.
I mean, people who do that, like, there's bad people.
You know, they did on the
But
on the
they're-
show. On the show, they went to since it happened in real life, they filmed it on the show, and they went back to the scene of the crime and with all the family and everything. And Tim was with them. It's on the episode. So he just he deserved to go where he going, man. You know what I'm saying?
It's just sad.
The boy had just graduated high school.
Stop. He was that young.
Was-
I didn't
yeah,
realize he was
about
that
19.
young.
Yeah, he moved in with them because he was from Texas, somewhere he was doing bad. And Tim's mom is his grandmother.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So he was living with his grandmother, and she was helping him in the ropes with the business, and you know he was getting
Because
acclimated.
that's what that was
supposed to do.
about.
She saved
Yeah.
his life, and he took his life.
How did
Set him
how did the nephew pass? How did they kill
shot
him?
set him up with a stripper.
He was on that.
Oh man, she was ugly too. The stripper. I don't know why they
What?
call her a stripper. Yeah, you got to see the pictures. Stripper. She must have been stripping when she was a teenager.
But where are they living?
They were in St. Louis.
Okay, so-
it happened in St. Louis.
There could be.
So
I
how
mean,
old was the stripper? Because you said she must have been stripping when she was 16. So she
I don't
must have
know.
been like.
She just looked a little rough.
Was she
man.
70?
Nah, she was just, I don't know.
Break a leg, break a leg.
She was a little rough, man. But, I don't know. I don't know what the strip club look like out there in St. Louis, but boy,
Oh,
they need
man.
to take the strip off
Might
the
not
front
have
of her name.
Might have telephone poles in there. Like,
She just looked at a little, like she had to see how they got caught was the phones, they
Yeah.
had burner phones. So when she did it, she called Tim, told him she did it, and they just tracked
So
it all
she's
down.
the one who.
Either they don't know who pulled the trigger yet, but she was at the crime, at the scene. They tracked the phones.
Mhm.
And then she started putting like $9,000 in her bank account, in 2 different bank accounts. And prior to that day, she had a negative of $299.
Come on.
Oh, man.
Come
Stupid.
on.
Stupid.
That's foul.
That's how they got caught. Stupid.
Man.
He probably gave her 10 racks
Oh,
to,
yeah.
to do it,
Oh, yeah.
and she probably had somebody else do it, but she set it all
That
up.
was her. That was her portion.
Yeah.
That was her cut.
Yep, and she put the money in her bank. You can't go putting money.
No,
like
you
that in your
can't.
bank
You gotta
account.
sit down. You gotta sit under that
Come on,
for a hot minute.
She could have went
You
on.
can't even do nothing digitally. If
Yeah.
you're trying to get away with stuff like that, you can't do none of that.
If you got a negative $299 in your bank
We gonna
account,
investigate you for that.
and you put $50 in it, they gonna come to
Hey, you already under investigation
But
when you
yeah,
go below 200.
But you right.
You stealing.
Right. But you right. Because people don't. I mean, like that's common sense. Well, obviously, it's not common sense because
Yeah.
nobody taught her about
Yeah, she should have kept that little
finances.
10 racks in her pocket and put 1,000 in that bank account.
I
That's
would have
all.
just said, "Let me roll and get to even. Take care of all those late fees. Let me just break even to
yeah,
a
she was
zero,
late fee
and
up.
then
Yeah.
late fee like a mug."
I want to know if she was stripping at an outside joint
He's stuck on a
because
stripper.
I'm still lost at the fact that, like, how do you set somebody up to do something tremendous like that for? I mean, a stripper. Though?
I want.
How much did she get paid?
Supposedly she put 9,000 in her accounts.
That's
so
it?
I'm thinking it was 10 racks. Was probably. I don't know. It just this
I'm
just
thinking,
happened.
I ain't never seen why. I mean,
So she was contacting the nephew, like, "Hey, I want to come, hook up with you." Woo woo. That's what she was doing.
out the
And
blue.
the uncle Tim was the one who was telling her what to do. So once she got the drop on the nephew and be like, "Well, I'm at this hotel over here, or I'm over here," and then that's when she did it, or whoever did it.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So in rap news, real quick.
Let's go.
In rap news, real quick.
Mhm.
Is it Tory Lane?
Oh yeah, Tory Lane.
Oh.
Got
yeah.
snitched on, but they saying a snitch, but she was kind of like holding it in, and then they start trying to like belittle her character. What do you feel about that?
She didn't. What happened?
She dry snitch?
Nah, she told it. It
Okay.
took weeks though. She told it. I think what was happening was it was coming down on her.
Yeah.
The
The heat
shooting.
was coming down on her.
Well, she
Yeah.
was saying that they was accusing her of making it up.
And I think her and Tory Lanez probably got into another argument. You know how a woman is. Oh, okay, I got you. And then she went on and did it.
Oh,
Yeah.
how is this women?
Yeah,
How
you
we
know,
do
you don't
that?
get mad. You might want to go say something. And I've been holding, because she really did save him.
Yeah.
Because if she didn't snitch, and if that really happened, if they would have just zipped it up, it just would have been a story and would have passed.
Yep.
But it's a wrap for him.
Man.
You know, if he don't go to jail, but his career probably gonna be
Right.
over with. He shot
Well.
Megan Thee Stallion. She say,
But you know what I saw?
Shut out the window.
Where was I? I saw a brief. I don't know if it was on IG or what. But Megan Thee Stallion, she's like, I'm trying to stay out of everybody's business, but y'all keep bringing me up in here.
Yeah.
I told you what I told you,
Mhm.
and y'all didn't believe me. But hey, whatever. And she kind of mellowed that out.
Yeah.
For a hot minute. But
she said he leaned out the window and shot her in the.
But I
In the
never really fully understood.
They said they
Why?
was all arguing.
yeah, but
So
I'm,
so apparently her and Tory Lanez was in a relationship.
who? Megan Thee Stallion.
Megan Thee Stallion, they was
Yeah,
been
well,
seeing each
duh.
other. Yeah, nobody knew that. She's
Duh.
6'8", he's 5'3". He's
Look.
5'3", yo. He like a little leprechaun.
Why
She's
else would
6'8".
why else would another woman?
She's 6'2",
what's wrong with 5'3"?
he's 5'3".
I'm
Well,
an
look.
inch older than him. Inch
Okay,
taller than him. What's
and
wrong
he
with
120
5'3"?
pounds.
Yeah, he's super light.
He-
Yeah, that's when you was in your light days. You wasn't messing with no 6'1" Megan Thee Stallion. Yeah, you was looking at her like, ooh. Yeah, you was messing with little
How
little
tall
horse.
is she?
She like 6'1", 6 foot.
Is that why they call her the stallion?
Yeah, she a big chick. She tall.
Oh, okay.
And she
So
thick
she
with it.
might knock him out.
She,
So she might told him when she get out this car, she gonna floor him, and he said that ain't going on YouTube. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Or it went down like the part in what was that part in the movie when he said gonna shoot your pinky toe off? You gonna shoot my pinky toe? What was that movie? Harlem Nights. That's just how it went down with them two. It went down.
Man, I'm tripping.
Harlem Nights.
I'm tripping off the fact that
Go back and watch that.
I mean, she said I said nothing in the station.
Yeah,
I didn't
she
speak
didn't.
to anybody.
Yeah,
She said she didn't even speak to the doctors
Uh-uh.
because she didn't want to get nobody in trouble.
So what was going on? I think she was getting word that from his camp, they were saying it was something else going on. So she getting tired of it. I don't know. You shot the girl in the foot, dog. Why you shoot the girl in the foot, dog?
In the foot.
Because she was about to squash him with her 6'1" self.
Yeah.
And he was feeling emasculated. She was
Yeah.
taking away his
She
you know.
must.
She
She
must
do
have
seem like
really-
the type of chick that be talking a lot of smack. You 5'3", and you
But
120 pounds. You go,
but-
ooh boy. She like
But
you blah, blah, blah.
But you know what? But again, like you say, if you're gonna mess with somebody who's 6'1", you better be strong with it. You know, you better. I mean, first of all, you pulled her,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
that
you got
you
her.
should be pretty confident
Yeah.
right there. So of course, the easiest thing to do is attack your height.
And then-
Come
But
on.
then she get to drinking and
Oh,
realize
But
you
she
Lord.
5'3".
But this the thing. She said they all were arguing
They
in
was
the
all
car.
drinking and arguing.
So
yeah.
it was cracking up in the
Yep,
car.
Yep.
But then he decided to shoot the biggest one in the car. Like,
Yeah.
let me get her first. But I'm just trying to figure out if he's in the back seat and she's in the front, how he hit her feet.
She got out the car.
He's
She got
only
out the car and like,
5'3".
I'm done with the arguing. She started walking down the sidewalk.
He lit
and
them
she
feet
said
up.
he leaned out the car and got to shooting. So I don't know if he was shooting at the ground and it was
I
ricocheting
wonder
and
if
hit
one
her
of
foot.
her high heels popped off.
I don't know. I wonder can she get twerked. As long as they ain't hit them
Look,
knees, she can
look.
still twerk.
Her and Nikki whopping.
Yeah, you know. No, that wasn't Nikki. That's Cardi.
Oh,
That's the
Cardi.
wop.
Her
That's the
Cardi,
wop
yeah.
song.
Cardi.
Mm.
She
Yeah.
threw it at Nikki. Nikki pregnant.
Yeah, Nikki pregnant. She ain't whopping nothing.
No.
So speaking of news,
I did see it.
speaking
might
of
be
news,
wild.
we got
She
some
might
news
be.
real quick. We're gonna play the news and we're gonna come back. Y'all know this. We're gonna talk about this beautiful syndication that we then
yeah.
got into.
Oh, wow.
And we gonna come back, man. We're gonna talk about some things.
Yep.
Yeah, the Queen Mariah's got an album on the way. A mix of her hits and other songs that never saw the light of day. 32 tracks of material for the fans. The album is called Rarities. Order that in advance. Dropping on 10-2. Stop it, I mean you. And a single with Lauryn Hill that I'm dying to view. Mariah, I'm already in digital line waiting. Cause man, I can't lie, I'm a fan and I'm impatient.
When we get down, it's about to be a situation. When we ride, it's about to be a situation. Turn the party out, it's about to be a situation. Trap house or the block, it's about to be a situation.
Me and my G's, old school with young ones that go dumb, playing with those drums. If you wanna go there, but we better be square. Pop it with that thick one there with hair like Cher. Fresh with a new flip, boycott the stylist. I rock my own fit, skinny jeans don't fit. Got a little gold on, mix some with platinum. Living like a D-boy before I was rapping. Rolling down the block, it's a party, y'all. And we do it in the hood till the cops get called. Evergreen State got the bomb for y'all. We don't smoke that hammerhead, seeds are gone. And ain't nobody, baby, dying tonight. Cause the OG said it, dukes up and fight. FTP, rest in peace, GF. And everybody that died by the hands of the vest.
When we get down, it's about to be a situation. When we ride, it's about to be a situation. Turn the party out, it's about to be a situation. Trap house or the block, it's about to be a situation.
Today we about to get it in with barbecue and friends. Good trees, roll it up, pass it up here. Hennessy, groundwater, cold one, beer. Once Molly ecstasy makes it all cheer. Still got the thang in case they wanna bang. Old school, low rider, left side, pants hang. Skeet skirt the parking lot, old school, hit a switch. Pop a game at a chick trying to get rich. CeeLo Blue still gotta keep the thang. Cause young brothers these days still like the gang bang. And ain't going out like a Sprite for a young buck. Cause young bucks don't like to get they dang chin touch. Rather pull the strap out, blow all your naps out. Have your family crying at the funeral was black. It's like that black on black crime is a matter of fact now. It's alright to get 'em up, homeboy, put the strap down.
When we get down, it's about to be a situation. When we ride, it's about to be a situation. Turn the party out, it's about to be a situation.
So
Man. So now, it was the security guard's gun.
yeah.
So they was that heated that the two dudes in the car was like, man, pass me that strap.
Yeah,
I'm
he was
about
like,
to
what?
pass me that strap. He said, forget the security guard doing
Yeah,
it. Whose
yeah.
security guard was it?
It was Torres security
Oh
guard.
man, that's softer than Dr.
I
Scott.
know he
That
got a
was
security
cold
guard. He
move.
up there with 2 girls, then he shoot 1 girl.
That's corny, man.
Come on, Torres, a rap for you going back to Canada. They gonna ship him back now.
So let's talk about this situation with Mrs. Carmen.
SPD.
yeah.
She obviously stepped down, but did she really step down, or did they tell her, look, you can do this
Oh, no,
this
no.
way?
She stepped down.
Was it the money?
No, not at all.
Really?
Not at all. Not at all.
Well, she feel like she couldn't do a job.
It's and if you ever saw, I mean, if you know her, she's not a person like that. I mean, she's been with SPD for years and gone through
Yeah.
tons of stuff. And you have to remember that city council didn't want her from jump. They didn't want her from jump. The reason they had hired some other dude, I think it was a white guy
Mm-hmm.
from out of state.
Mm-hmm.
And that's who they were going to go to. And then the community, Seattle community, black community, said,
Yeah.
oh, heck, no, you're not hiring him. We want, because Carmen was acting chief,
Yeah.
right? And she had been groomed to take that position. So the mayor had already screwed her over once, right? So, but then the community came to the mayor and said, this is what y'all gonna do, because if you don't, you're gonna have issues.
You're gonna have issues. Yeah.
Point
Yes.
blank, period. But what's interesting, so she stepped down. It's not necessarily her money, but I think it's the whole idea of that you're taking money away from being able to police properly without having mind you, nobody sat down with her
Yeah.
and said, hey, how does this look? What happens if we take X amount of money away from here and da-da-da? Not once did the city council, before they voted on this, sit down with her and say, hey, what's going to happen if we do this? Understand that city council does not have a plan. Zero.
crazy.
They're just going in going, yeah, defund the police, defund the police. Now, understand, this is what I feel bad about.
Mm-hmm.
Black Lives Matter,
Mm-hmm.
that whole movement has been hijacked
Oh yeah, we've been
completely and totally, because defunding the police, there are certain things with Black Lives Matter that has to do with that, but that's not what it is. And you know who took it?
Oh.
Sawant and that other councilwoman.
Yeah.
This is their agenda. They just went with it. Sawant is the one who gave Carmen's address to the protesters. She is the one who was there. She went to the mayor's house. She
Oh,
did
wow.
all of
She's
that.
the one who let him in
Yeah,
to take over the precinct.
the precinct.
She let 'em
And,
in.
yes,
So
and
so
the
they had a
courthouse.
plan.
yeah.
So what? So this is all. Yeah, and what's sad about it is she's crazy. That woman is straight up crazy.
So they had a plan,
She had a plan.
right?
Sawant has a plan.
so my
and she
question-
probably thinks she's going to be mayor, but they have actually started a petition to
Shouldn't
get
we
rid
have-
of her.
Shouldn't
And
we
she does not have the city of Seattle on her radar. She could care less. She wants Amazon, Google, all those guys to leave. Why do you think that she's trying to tax them?
Why would you want to make our city poor?
Because she wants to run a socialist society.
Go get in a
But
V-Dub
she
bus and
doesn't.
go
But
somewhere
she
out in the
doesn't.
wilderness.
And mind you, I'm not against socialism if it's done properly and there's a plan, but there is no plan
Yeah.
at all. And so what's happening? And so here's the kicker, y'all. You're already losing. Seattle Police is used to having 1,200. We're the largest agency, right, in the state of Washington. 1,200 officers. They were already operating well below that.
Yeah.
You're going to have a mass exodus of not only officers that need to retire, but you want to lay off all the, and the city council was the one that said, no, we need to hire more. So they bring in all these mostly
So before
minority.
this, they were saying they need to hire?
Yeah.
Yes.
They was hiring.
They wanted more and more. And they specifically went to minorities.
Mm-hmm.
They recruited minorities because this city needs more minority representation.
Yeah.
So let's get back to what's really happening. It has nothing to do with systemic racism now.
Mm-hmm.
If you really have like I said, the Black Lives Matter movement, they still protest, but they protest in a very quiet and they're trying to make progress.
Mm-hmm.
But like your boy who was talking about, it's only 8 to 12 guys that are out there, wreaking havoc.
She beating on that dude again, man.
Boy, sit down.
She beating on that dude again,
And I
Hustle
said
Man.
it.
We just talked about this.
But it's fact.
Yeah.
But it
Yeah,
is
we need to
fact,
get
and
that
it's
dude on the
sad because defunding the police it's only minuscule as far as what the whole. If you're talking about systemic racism,
Yeah.
it's not just in the police department.
Yeah.
So defunding the police department isn't gonna break up systemic racism.
Yeah. That's
You're
crazy.
getting rid of all the brand new minority
so-
police. And wait, just one more thing.
Okay.
If and you know who did it? Who's the police? Or who's the newspaper? One of the newspapers, national newspapers, did an article about Seattle and made fun of us about how we're so all about Black Lives Matter and we're about
Oh,
making
yeah,
changes.
yeah. Who
And
was
yet
that?
we made a black female chief
Step
of police.
Mhm.
We pushed her out.
That's real talk. They
Are
did
you
say
kidding
that. I
me?
seen that on the news.
That's
Yeah.
that's truth right there.
So
That-
who is-
We're
who
a
is the
bunch of
we?
BS in
that,
Seattle.
that was confusing
We
to
didn't
them,
push
though.
her out because
No,
we
no,
didn't
no.
have
No,
no
no,
vote on
push
that.
out, but
no,
they're
your
saying-
your city council
the
did.
city
Yeah, that's what they're
yeah.
saying, though.
So mayor and all the city council, you are not about that at all.
No, because the city council has no person of color on it.
No, they do.
No, it was Bruce Harrell, and he was a mixed guy.
Yeah.
And as he's
So
gone,
Juan-
that's it.
So
Oh,
Juan,
here we go.
That's
so
it.
Juan,
I can't claim one. And if
and
it's
she-
13
she's-
people, you
but
give me,
she's-
it's the one. No,
No.
that's none.
you also have. I think you have. I think you also have a Latino.
No, I seen the council. I'm just saying, it might be a Latino, but I'm saying there ain't no.
So let's get
brown-skinned
real
person up there,
quick
really.
before y'all cut. We not gonna cut that
You
subject.
just cut me
completely
off, man.
Right.
I was getting
No,
into
we're not
it.
gonna cut the subject off. I'm saying
Okay.
we're gonna pause it for a minute because I gotta do this because if I don't do it,
Man, if you give a
It's not
shout
right.
out-
He's got to get a shout out
If you
to
give
our
a shout
new,
out-
okay.
Oh,
our
that's
new
right.
fake.
That's
You,
right.
you, I gotta ask this question to you. I
That's-
just have to do it,
Oh, okay.
right? So, where's it at? I thought I seen it.
Uh-oh.
Biggest
He got that
difference.
technical question. he
Dave
gotta
Toledo. I want Dave Toledo to call in,
Call in,
right?
Dave.
That because me asking the question. Call in, Dave. 425-373-5527.
How about we play this Mac Money?
The Mac. We just played Mac
the,
Money.
The other one, the one I.
You want to play
first
back
one.
to back?
The other one, and
Man,
then we'll let him
TBS.
call in. How about you want to let him play?
No,
and
no.
then
We play the news.
The news.
We'll play the news, and then we're
Okay.
going to come back. Hopefully, Dave Toledo call 425-373-5527.
Let's go.
Yeah, two of the best back at it, Pharrell and the Great Hova. New song dropping, they ready for takeover. It's called Entrepreneur, speaking about the struggle of starting up a business, especially in the bubble. America is looking for these American dreams, but they out of reach. More preach the American schemes. The system more set up to fail, even if you're working. The new song now is peeking behind those curtains.
Was the quickest news? Was that even?
Free
How long
Adel.
was that?
Yeah. USA Today. That's who it was.
USA Today.
did a huge article about Seattle, and we faking, basically, is what they say.
We faking. Well, what they want to do about it?
No, they need to take that we off and say they faking because we didn't have a vote in her leaving.
Yeah.
Don't say we. I ain't have no vote in it. If you would have polled us and voted, she wouldn't have been gone.
He went and took the phone out there.
Yeah.
Come on. I know it's Dave. Dave wants some answers. I mean,
Okay, he need to answer.
I'm telling you, your name is DJ Hustleman, a.k.a. The Brain.
smart guy.
Me and Shorty was talking about this.
Yeah.
You sometime give people different perspectives of things and you make them think like, you know what? That can really happen or that probably is happening.
Yeah.
And that's a good thing. That's not, you know what I mean? That's just real. Like I was
Okay.
sitting there like, you know what? That's Hustle Man. So he the brain.
About time.
We
About
just
time
need a-
I start getting, you
Yeah.
know, my flowers.
I mean, when you first came in, first couple shows, we thought, you know, Mike
This-
Tyson was up in here
it's been me my whole
without
life.
his medication. Dave Toledo,
Yeah.
What's cracking, man? What was the thing you wanted to ask Hustle Man?
What is it?
Oh, no. I just wanted to know if you guys, you're kind of already talking about it, the systemic racism. And I hear what he's saying. What he's saying is there's no black male representation since Bruce Harrell left at the city council.
Yeah.
So I hear what he's saying. But along those same lines, if you look at the Office of Arts and Culture, the mayor's Office of Arts and Culture, that was founded in 2001. And they've never had anything, any director other than white males.
Yep.
There's never been a person of
And
color.
it's a
lead
white
that,
man speaking.
And that's the Office of Arts and Culture.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Now let me get
Keyword, culture.
Let me get even more crazy. Right now, they don't have a single black man in a management position. Okay, they do have. I will say they do have women. People of color that are women in management positions, but not one black male that's in a management position.
Now, let me ask you this. Politically, is that an inside thing, or is that the city, the voters, the people? Is that the people's decision, or is that an inside thing where they're just keeping them out?
Well, they're voted on, correct?
Yeah.
No,
But
nope.
what? Oh,
They're not.
Not at the.
Yeah.
No. Okay. I'm
So
thinking
the Office
city
of Arts
council.
and Culture director is Randy Ingstrom. Okay, his position as director, which is a $152,000 position per year, that is appointed by the mayor. So since its inception 20 years ago, every appointment from every mayor has been a white male. So that's the first thing. Now going back to again the black males that are not in management, those are all hires by Randy. So Randy is very comfortable surrounding himself with exotic women of color, but he will not hire a black male to have a position of authority. And that is something that should be alarming to everybody. Now, when that department was asked, why don't you have any black males in these positions? The response was to refer a Pakistani, a guy that's from Pakistan, and tried to pass him
that's
off
you
as
right
a black
there.
male.
That's your
what Terry
subject
just
right
said.
there.
That's what Terry
Yeah.
just said. We got Sawan. I'm like, I can't.
So is that the guy? That's the
No,
Pakistani?
no. But I'm just saying though. That's when you say I say it's not a person of color up there, and you like it's a Sawan. I'm not counting that because that's some other. She got the job.
Speaking of
because
that-
a certain
But
way, you know
but
what I'm saying?
but she's still a
But she's still a
female,
person of color,
a person
yeah.
of color.
But the females,
But
they do
African
get the females,
Americans, and no, you're right. The representation as
Yeah.
far as the black community, which is kind of crazy, to me too, because especially with the Seattle City Council. Okay, we're supposed to have in Seattle the Pacific Northwest. It's supposed to be very diverse,
Virtual, yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But the reality is that it's not.
Yeah.
And I think that was the whole gist of the article that was written about us. We claim to be very cultural and inclusive and all that. Yet you have a woman in power, an African American woman in power, who, by the way, her officers respected the heck out of her. They really did, because she was a police. She was one of them, and she came up through the ranks. But she had a lot of respect. Granted, you had some of the old school guys that were grumpy, whatever, but they still respected her
You know how-
as an African American woman. And you know how hard that is in that good old boys club to
But-
get that. But now you've ousted her. So now what you gonna do?
Do you remember how she got the job?
Oh yeah.
She didn't just get the job, win it
Yeah, it was
like
like
that.
some controversy.
It was some
I
controversy.
just said that,
The,
yeah.
the white lady dropped out. Then they put her back in, and they gave it to her. So it was. I don't
Right.
think they wanted her to
They
be
didn't.
it anyway.
I don't
They
think a
did
lot of
not.
people-
You know what
They
I'm
did
saying?
not.
Yeah, this
the
was an
council
excuse
did
to
not
get rid
want
of.
her. That's well known, and she knows they didn't want
Yeah.
her.
Oh, and my question is this: where can I get the job application to fill out for that $152,000 job that old boy got that you don't have to get up on it? Because it's basically just an application. So, man, hey, send that to my
If
email,
you guys
man.
been
I wanna apply
recognizing,
for that.
I don't know, but for years I've been recognizing like the black culture getting pushed out of Seattle,
Oh,
even
yeah.
in the
Oh,
even,
yeah.
even in the entertainment business.
Oh, yeah.
Right? There's like these companies now coming in, and these companies are actually, the clubs are like giving them contracts to the venues to the point where like a person that's trying to do some things with his career, and he walk up and he say to the club, look, I need to use the venue. It's very political. Oh, well, you need to call this number, which is a person that's outside of the club. They got 4 or 5 clubs in Seattle. So you turn around and they say, well, this is our system, right? And it doesn't matter how good the talent is, because I went to a couple of these, and these are little kids that are just happy to be able to say they have a show, but they not there yet. Their
Right.
music is not there
Right.
yet. So what happens is these guys make them sell these tickets, and then that determines what position they're going to play on the stage. Meanwhile, you got casters out here spending real budgets trying to make things happen and trying to bring their movement through this downtown area. They can't get a venue because they have to go through a contractual situation that someone has with a club that don't care,
So there you go.
right?
It's that systemic racism.
Hey, y'all, can I chime in and then I'll get off the line here?
Let's get it.
But I just want to say, hey, DJ Hustleman,
What's up,
if
man?
you're really interested in that position, again, that's an appointed position. The mayor makes that decision.
Oh, I can't get that.
Now, what every listener should be doing right now is hitting up the mayor's office and saying, what's the deal that position has only been given to white males, Anglo-Saxon males? And just so
That
you
is
know,
true,
right
though.
now,
You should be.
the 3 top positions, the director position, which has always been a white male, the deputy director position, and the equity director are all whites.
Equity.
They're all European Anglo-Saxons. So somebody needs to hit up the mayor's office and say,
Yeah.
it's time to appoint a person of color. I personally think that it should be a black male, because it seems like black males have been excluded from those positions of power in the Office of Arts and Culture. But if people feel that's sexist or whatever, then any person of color is great. But the time that needs to happen, because 20 years of white Anglo-Saxon leadership in that position is outrageous.
Preach, my brother.
Y'all heard it from Dave Toledo, man. David Toledo coming in with the big vote for Dave, man. I don't know what position's open, but whatever position Dave take, vote
man.
for Dave.
I vote for
that's the
anybody
slogan.
But-
that say the word
Hey.
Anglo-Saxon on the radio.
Speaking of voting, I'm going to give a shout out to Kun Love, because
Oh, yeah.
you guys get out there and vote for him, please.
Get
Talk
Kun
about
love.
representation. Oh my gosh,
Definitely.
he
And
is the man.
I definitely support Khan.
Yeah.
And there's somebody wrote something so terrible on the internet, and I can't say the name, but you know who it is. Wrote like a long thing about Khan and
Oh,
Robert
jeez.
Redwine.
Oh, I know
and,
who it is.
And,
I know
and
exactly
it was
who
so
it is.
disrespectful. And I'm gonna say this because your personal feelings shouldn't be in it. You gotta what's good for the people. Are they in that position? Have they been solid in that position that they're in? Like, you can't be judging people outside sometime because you don't like the fact that when they play basketball, they don't pick you, right?
Right.
But is he good at his position? Is he good at what he's been doing? Has he been around the community working? Yes, he's been.
Does he
has
have
a-
the
has a-
respect? Does he
yeah.
have the
That's it.
absolutely?
That's my whole thing. Have you known him to be violent? No.
But that person is always petty.
Yeah.
Always,
Yep.
continually.
Mm-hmm.
He is so negative about every it doesn't matter who you are, what you do, anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't matter.
It really
He's
don't.
just petty and negative.
Mm-hmm.
He's a sad man.
Who are we talking about?
Man, we can't do that.
He just is, and that's unfortunate.
Sit down, Joe. That's
your parents
That's
up,
how old
boy.
he is. Sit down, Joe.
Yeah. No,
Nah,
VHS.
I still, you know what?
We
Out
got
of
love
all
for him.
the years and stuff, man, that's been my dude. Hey, let's get into some Troy Taylor.
Oh,
and
that's what you want to hear? Some
yeah, I want
Troy?
to hear some Troy Taylor. I love that song, and they're playing it all over the world. So why not play it here? Y'all know what it is, man. Easeway in the building.
That good.
It's Troy Tyler, baby. I feel like an addict, the way I only had it once and I want some more. Thinking that it's kinda crazy, I'm calling your baby, banging on your door. Like, what we gon' do tonight? Girl, what's the move tonight? If you out with your girls, can I pick you up and can you come through tonight? I promise I'm not usually like this, but you done hit a nerve with some good. And I just gotta have it again. I wanted to have me spazzing again, 'cause I love when you pick it up, then drop it down, then pick it back up, and turn it around. And talk back on me, you got me so home. I want you for breakfast in the morning, cause girl, you got that good, good, na-na. Girl, you got that good, good, na-na. Girl, you got that good, good. Let's get it understood. If you come over, ain't no sleeping tonight. You got that good, good, na-na. Yeah, good, good, nah, good, nah, 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 nah. Yeah, girl, you got that good, you got that good. Come and put it on me. You got that good, girl, you got that good, you got that good. Come and put it on me, me. I feel like Tony the Tiger. Everything you give me, girl, is great. Everything, yeah. I just wanna open up your legs and stretch you out over my whole plate. Yeah. Popping and locking and dropping on me like you're supposed to do. I don't give a damn about them niggas who might want you to. Sorry, they gon' have to wait. Give it to me under leg. I want you all over my face. I just wanna see you pick it up, then drop it down, then pick it back up, and turn it around. Hit her back on me, you got me so home. I want you for breakfast in the morning, cause girl, you got that good, good, na-na. Girl, you got that good, good, na-na. Girl, you got that good, good. Let's get it understood. If you come over, ain't no sleeping tonight. You got that good, good, nah-nah. Good, good, nah. Good, nah, 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 nah. Yeah. Girl, you got that good, you got that good. Come and put it on me. Girl, you got that good, good, good. Come and put it on me, me. You got that good,
Good, nah. I like that joint,
I wonder
man.
what he talking about.
Troy Tyler in the building, man.
I wonder what he talking
All the way from Detroit. What he talking
about. I
about?
wonder what he talking about.
You know what's crazy is Mr. Network, One Fam Records, they have that record that we played that was a little deep,
Yeah.
right?
Which one?
And I can't say the title, but they put that actually on a what did they call that when they do them little small quick videos, the TikTok type
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
Oh.
A
They
vibe
got
with it.
like crazy 98,000 streams off that. Like off the record, the single completely. His video's doing good and everything. Yeah, it was kind of deep. I said, even though you made it radio,
Yeah.
it's just saying something,
He doing his thing.
right?
I saw that though.
I
Yeah.
felt kind of bad because we played it, and I remember when Squeak was trying to push his single, and we was like, nah, bro, you talking about something crazy. I was trying to be super
Oh,
clean
I think I
then.
know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, I was trying to be super
I
clean.
know, man. Yeah, you trying
And
to be
I'm
super
drinking
clean
my
on the radio.
greens, man. I went today on
But
a
you
little.
Mr. Healthy.
I went
and
on a
stuff.
health
I
kick this
noticed
morning. I had a
that.
salad for breakfast.
He started this morning.
Yeah, I started this morning.
Okay.
On
But
a
I've been
Friday.
walking though. I've been walking. But I'm on some greens, man. I'm gonna stay disciplined. Real talk. I'm gonna stay disciplined. Then I'm gonna get cut. Right? I'm gonna get cut.
He gonna get his swole on.
Yeah, right.
He got his swole
You know
on
why
already.
You know why she can laugh? Why she can laugh?
What?
Your braids got they swole on.
You got your
The
belly,
lady
got your
don't-
swole on.
I'll show my belly on camera if you show your braids.
I'll show my braids.
Don't
Just
do
because they
it.
don't never be, just
Don't
because
do
they
it.
frizzy, baby.
I'm telling you right
Check
now.
this out.
If
No,
you
check
show
this
your
out.
braids,
How
if you
the
show your
hell-
braids
no,
on
hold up.
video, the police gonna surround this place. 'Cause you look like you stole something.
Like what you call it? Like ODB. I got the ODB. Bro.
Oh my God! You almost
Say,
made
man,
it.
it was quarantining. All right, we just coming out of quarantine. Now hold up. This is what I'm about to say to you.
Yeah,
You about to go on your swole and all that, bro. Who be cooking all that food you be posting?
I cook it.
Okay, man.
But you go at some point you just got to be disciplined. I'm gonna tell you the hardest part about
Yeah.
being disciplined. Hold up. Let me tell you the hardest
you
part
cut me
about
off?
being disciplined. When
cut
you
you off.
cooking, you gotta taste it because every good
Oh.
chef tastes his food because you don't want to give somebody something else. Man, you thought that was bomb? Like you gotta taste your food. So
Okay.
I gotta figure something out,
Okay.
right? And then we don't eat this is one thing that people got to realize. Cooks really don't eat because you smelling it too much, and when you already full. You're like, I don't even feel like eating. I'll feed everybody else, and I want the appreciation look. Like, this is good. But, you keep going to my food, DJ.
No, what I'm trying to say is you be having big plates of food.
No, it don't be no big
Man,
plates.
you eat. That's
Shut
why.
up. You do.
Bruh.
I look at that, I'm like,
I eat a lot. I look. You be having.
But that
big
be
plates of-
customers' food. That don't be mine.
Bruh, none of your food healthy.
No. Who said
That's
that?
because it's soul food.
That ain't- it ain't
I
soul
can,
food.
I can eat that. I can eat soul food all day.
You know
and
what's
keep the
funny?
same
People
standard bill.
automatically think when you be cooking, I'm not saying you, but when you black and you be cooking, they be like, yeah, I'll take some good soul food.
It's
And I
how
go,
your plate sectioned off.
but,
It looked
yeah.
like a plate of greens,
right,
pork
right.
chops.
But I also,
it's how you put it on your
right,
plate.
But I also know you don't just cook soul
No,
food.
I cook
you
Filipino
cook all,
food.
You
That's
cook
it.
all kind of food. No, you get out of here.
Really?
Man, you cook fattening food. Let's keep it 100. That's
How
what I'm
you
trying
know
to
that?
say.
How you know?
Because it
Steaks
looked too
is
good.
fattening?
It looked too good. You be
Nah.
having good plates. So look, this is what
All
I'm
I
saying.
want to know is why don't we ever get any?
I said that 2 months ago.
Look,
Can we
I
get
didn't
some food?
try. Look, I didn't thought about y'all a few times. I didn't.
Oh, well,
look,
Why he
hold
was
on. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I didn't thought about y'all a few times. Every time I hit this hill and I see Taco Time, I be wanting to get y'all a couple burritos
Don't get
and bring
me
it up to
nothing
the
from
studio.
Taco Time, my brother.
Taco Time, the real deal.
No. Yeah,
Oh.
you need to keep drinking that green
Oh,
stuff then.
jeez.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Hey, no, for real.
I mean, he could make us a plate on
I
Fridays.
know.
I'm not
like
a-
he really could.
I'm really not a fan of bringing people cold food.
Bring the grill
Y'all
up here
don't
and
get
cook it
here.
outside.
I get here, cook it outside at the
What you
station.
mean? Put that grill in that front and get that fork. Put
They
that
be,
meat
you know
on.
what they be saying around the station? These dudes is only here for an hour and they cooking and serving food.
Believe that. They
By the
gonna
time
like
I
it too.
by the time I put the meat on, the show done.
Nah, you come at 3 then.
Oh,
You
Y'all-
come early.
they want me to prep for an hour of a show.
Yeah, you gotta meat prep.
But anyway, speaking of that, man, we are going syndicated, man. My phone died. Terry got the info.
Uh-oh.
we are.
Digi.
We're going to Digimix DJ Radio and Mix Show. The call letters WDMDJ, breaking all the old radio, stereotypes.
Uh-oh.
One extra letter in there.
That's why there's one extra letter.
letter.
And y'all
We
it's-
are worldwide.
So y'all gonna be able to watch us for 4 hours, act crazy, talk about DJ Hustle Man till his kid really called. Say, I got time now. It was funny today because I said, man, I'm gonna have your little 8-year-old boy calling up. He said, hey, he said 18. I said, oh man, I got a fight on my hands.
I know 8.
My twins turned 16 on Sunday. 16.
You have two 16-year-olds.
Well, I got more than that, but they way old.
I mean, you got 6,
5.
5.
Don't put 6
That
on
you,
me.
that you had physically? You had
Yeah.
5 years?
No,
Okay.
she had one of them
Good job,
surrogates.
good job.
Yeah, thank
Yeah, I
you.
think she had a surrogate, bro.
The first 3, it was all natural, no pain medicines,
the-
nothing.
And then the
Who-
other one
who
was
had the other one?
Percocets, Vicodins,
And then the
alcohol. She's
And the
See, the
twins
first
was
all
the
natural,
twins was
in the water. in the tub.
Now,
and
how far apart are the twins? How many minutes?
one because it was a C-section, emergency C-section.
So
for
do
that.
that 1 minute? Do they act the 1 minute difference? How they act now?
You know,
Is that
no,
better?
it's interesting watching them. Having a boy and a girl at the same age and going through the same thing is really interesting because usually, I mean, you have either a boy and a girl and there's age differences and stuff like that. But to watch them together at the same age go through, whatever they're going through, it's really interesting. She's always been a very protective of her brother, and until she gets, at home. But when she gets out in public, she's waiting on him. She's waiting on his approval, because he's the one. He's a little bit more social. He's
He's the athletic one, right?
they both are. She's two different skill sets, but both very athletic. But when it comes out to being pretty social, he's willing to like last year was their first year of high school, right? So he was going to Friday Night Lights and hey, let's do that. Yeah, let me go.
She was laid back.
and she was like, "No, I'm cool. I'll stay home." I'm
So
like,
what
"Girl,
makes
go
them? Let me
experience
ask
it."
this. Don't y'all don't say I'm stupid. I ain't had no 2 kids at the same time.
Well,
what
that's
makes
what I'm
them
saying.
identical?
You stupid.
They're not identical.
No, but what makes twins identical?
Same sack.
Same sex.
Same, yeah.
Yeah.
So they
It's
come out
a-
at the
it's-
same
They
time.
got fraternal twins.
which are mine,
That's the
usually
one.
two different
Yeah.
genders. But when they're but
Two
yeah,
different umbilical cords. It's a
the cells have split in half.
Mhm.
So yeah.
So
Same,
that's
yeah.
why one came and then a minute
Yeah.
the other one came.
Yeah.
So the identical, they would have came in there together like a passenger and the driver. Like, yeah,
That's why when
Well,
it comes,
one got to come out at it first.
Yeah.
See?
In
They
the
can't
same
come out at the
second.
same time.
but when it
Terry
comes
be
to
a little bit hurt right now.
when it comes to identical,
Hey, I
when it
didn't even
comes
think
to,
about
You're
that.
supposed to
My
come out
bad.
yeah, no, yeah.
Ding.
Hey.
I'm a ding for that one.
When it
one
comes
come
to
out.
identical, they are literally that cell has split, right,
Yeah.
and completely in half. So they share. That's what makes them identical. That's what makes it so hard. Like there's been, you can watch it on all those murder mystery shows.
Really?
But it is
Paternal and fraternal twins.
paternal and fraternal are,
Yeah.
it's
I don't
like
know what
you
made-
have the same. It's two different, but it's at the same time.
Yeah.
They grow at the same time. So, but yeah, when it comes to identical,
So
they
what'd you-
literally
what'd
have
you-
split everything in
what'd
half.
you say when the doctor looked at you and said you have two of them? Were you happy?
I was like, Lord, is my body gonna be able to take that? Because it was because I'm small. I mean, I'm short, and so both of them together weighed more than any of my older three ever did.
Mm.
So I was on bed rest.
Yeah, I bet you was.
I was laying out.
Especially if they came at the same time like he thought. Yeah, she was
No,
on
they
bed
came out of her
rest.
stomach. They took it.
Well, that still would have been a wide cut for both of them to come out at the same time. He could have cut wide open
We only
like
get
that.
10 centimeters. That's
It
it.
looked like a
That's all.
Come on out, yo.
When they put that drain cap back on, you good. They put that sewer drain cap back on.
And you men want to complain. Y'all, the things we do for you men.
I'll tell y'all. I got a twin story. I'll tell y'all after we get off the air. I want my
Oh.
business out in the world.
Oh, okay.
Do you have
I know,
twins?
I got. Yeah,
We're talking about the Minnesota twin.
no, my oldest daughter is a twin.
Oh.
So I got two kids. I got two kids. I got my oldest daughter and then my son. My oldest daughter is 25.
But she was
She
supposed
was
to be
a
a twin.
Yeah,
Oh,
she was a
wow.
twin, and my other daughter died
Oh wow.
inside her mom's stomach
Oh, wow.
while we was before she even had her. She was and my
How many
oldest
months
daughter-
was she before that happened?
She was born at 7 months. So that's how I knew about the fraternal and the paternal
paternal.
twins. Because
Yep.
we went to trial and went to court because I tried to sue the hospital. We was young and we lost, of course. Because my daughter, the one that survived, Kayla, shout out Kayla, she had
Daddy loves you.
cerebral palsy. It gave her
Because of the air,
because all right. So
right?
one baby died. I ain't want to say this to everybody, but let
No,
everybody
just
know.
some
Yeah.
people
Yeah.
need to hear because they
So-
went through it too.
So, all right, this all goes back to, no lie, systemic racism, if you believe it. I'm going to tell you why. My baby mom was 17.
Mm-hmm.
I was 19. At 17 years old, when she got pregnant, she was like 17, 18. As far as her being a black woman of color with twins, she was supposed to get sent to a different neonatal.
Oh.
All right? We didn't know at the time. So they
Were
kept
you in
having her
Louisiana?
go. No, was this up here?
Oh, was it up here?
Yeah, so she kept going to the doctor, feeling sick after 6-7 months pregnant, and they wasn't giving her treatment. I was up there with her. So a couple times we went to the doctor, she was having real pains, and they kept saying, "Oh, you having Braxton Hicks?" The
The fake
prenatal thing, right?
mhm.
And then one time she got real sick, and we took to the doctor, and that's when they found out, oh, one of the babies is no heartbeat. Like, man, we
That's
done came up here
crazy.
about 4 times with the same symptoms.
And they just now telling you.
Yeah.
Wow.
So the baby was having trouble in the beginning,
my-
and they didn't.
Yeah.
They played it off.
Because they had supposed to send her to another
A different-
different for women of color.
Yes.
So that's when I found
Because
out
we're
that
high risk.
Group Health Hospital up here is
Yeah.
the worst hospital for
Yeah. Oh,
black
yeah.
women to go to have
Mhm.
babies because they call Group Health. I went
They
through the
are.
whole process.
Yeah.
So
Man,
anybody
You
want to talk about that? We
you
can.
got good nails like T too. You take prenatal.
Yeah, I take prenatals and nah, man, get out.
I was
You
just-
ain't got no good nail because you
I ain't
bite
got
them
none.
off.
Oh,
'cause
I
you
don't bite
eat
them.
everything
I don't
on
bite 'em.
your
I
plate.
peel them. I peel them, but I don't bite
You
them.
bite, you be eating.
No,
I gotta get all that barbecue sauce on them. Yeah.
Wow.
that's a good one.
But yeah, that's interesting. But it is like because for me, I was older, obviously, with the twins. But it's pretty interesting because you don't really realize just like what's truly at risk. Already having babies is a high risk thing for women. It's
It is,
not
and
easy.
people don't realize
they
that.
don't realize
They really
it's
don't.
not easy, and it really messes with you. But when you have twins, it's even worse or multiple. That's why it kills me when you have the 7, 8
Yeah.
kids. There is no way in.
Hey, wait a minute.
No.
I got 6, but
You
But,
didn't have them though. You had fun making.
I had mine.
Right. But what I'm saying, but
I got
it's
6.
because, those kids, they depend on a woman's body
Yeah.
for the oxygen and for the food and all of
Yeah,
that.
they eating off you.
Right. And
Yeah.
so when the less room to that a child has in there,
Yeah.
the less nutrients and breathing thus
And
that's
stuff, that's
what
what
happens.
happens.
And people don't
Yeah.
realize that.
It was a mistake
Yep.
from
So-
the doctor's end, and then we tried to sue them, and you know how you try to sue. Some
That was-
doctors. We
that
had a
was-
good
well, that was
lawyer.
also
lawyer.
too because
Yeah.
you were
So
young.
that was when you first got here.
Yeah.
Because you came here
Yeah.
like a teenager.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was that's
but
what
you
it
were
was.
young too, and you didn't know, and you didn't really understand. No, you would probably do it differently now, and
Yeah.
probably win.
Yeah, we had a good, real good law. He worked on it for like 10 years, man. We
Wow.
took it all the way to the top, but they came down with this little law where they give a doctor certain amount of percentage. Like basically, a doctor is not God. You're gonna do something bad, you can't be held responsible
Responsible.
for that.
And that's why they have to tell you the worst.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
coming to find out that she was supposed to get sent somewhere else.
That's messed up.
You know what I'm saying? But
Didn't that just happen to somebody? Somebody just passed away because of that.
it
Some
happened
lady,
to a lot of people.
no, online just recently, it was a big story where she was dying, but they needed to take her to a certain hospital, and they took her to that certain hospital, and they turned her away, and they wasn't supposed to. They turned her away because they had supposedly nowhere to put her. And then when the ambulance was on their way to the next place, which wasn't even certified to do
What she needed.
what she needed to be done, she passed away. But she could have survived. Her chance to survive. So there's a lawsuit with the family there. Man, we again, we still on Saturdays on Hip Hop News
That's right.
Source.com. We still Saturday 2:00. We got the DJ Hustle Man extended mix if he can get it done.
Yeah, that's good, man.
Can get it done. And
Somebody
then
help me
then
out,
we're gonna
please.
start up with the new
Yeah.
syndication.
Digi.
Yeah.
What
What
is
is
it?
it?
Digimix DJ Radio and Mix Show.
There it is.
Digi
Matter of fact, we on live right now.
WDMDJ.
There we go,
We
man.
on live right now. I got people watching.
We live
Oh,
right
we
now.
live?
Yeah,
This is
you
the
know
first
cameras
show.
on?
Ooh, check it out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look,
Shout
he texted me and said, "Oh, by the way,
Yeah,
there's going to be
cameras in
camp."
Why you gotta put a voice behind my text like I'm Lonzo? Like,
Hey Terry, there's gonna be cameras in
Yeah.
the studio.
and you know she went right into her diva. Oh, thanks for telling me last minute.
Yeah, I'm in there. I'm putting my stuff on now. It was
Oh,
11
I
o'clock.
gotta be ready. Come on.
We got our nails done.
Yeah, shoot, that's every 2
Just
weeks.
before
Don't
she
even
got
get it
here.
twisted. Don't get
Them
it
big old
twisted.
nails.
Still
Them rollers.
smell the nail polish.
Them rollers.
My girl
you know.
said, "Oh, hooker pink." Okay.
So you know the person do your nails? You cool with them?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, is it?
Ming?
No.
He said Ming. Why do y'all gotta be mingling?
I mean,
You
come
so
on,
She
man.
racist.
Kim. She
That's
Kim
it.
down
Kim?
at yeah, Kim
It's
down at
Kim.
Universal.
It ain't gonna be Shantae or
I think Kim is like a
Tasha.
neutral name for
It
them.
is.
Like
It
that's
is.
not really their name. I think
Right.
that's like
It's a neutral
they're
name.
American.
I know.
But yeah.
There's some people I work with, right? This how I found that out. We all got a work badge at work. Everybody got their names on. I got my full American name on there.
Wow.
Got this,
Your
couple
government
Asian,
name?
couple Asian people. I'm calling them. They got regular name like Daniel and stuff like that. Lucy.
I'm
Yeah, like,
Brad.
how is your name Lucy? You don't look like a Lucy. You don't look like a Daniel. What?
Hey, they
right.
get.
This
hey,
is like that's not my name. My name is Bong Don Don Wu.
hey,
Okay, how
you
do
gotta
that?
stop doing the accent. You're being racist.
Man,
Listen,
that ain't being no
that's
racist.
being racist.
That's putting satire to what
You-
I'm saying to make people
she
understand
probably
what I'm
sound.
saying.
She probably
Ex-
sound hella American,
She
but
sound
you,
exactly like what I'm saying.
this what I'm saying though. They got names they can't even say.
I know. So how you get
That's
Daniel?
because in that culture,
Your
that
name is Woo
culture.
Woo.
No, but in that culture, because they're. I mean, and by the way, you know that I don't know how to pronounce
Their
it.
age ain't the same either.
Nguyen,
Nguyen.
NG,
It's
Nguyen.
Yeah.
There's so many Nguyen's.
Yes, a lot of them.
That's a very common name.
Yeah, but they all related.
I like when they take our urban names and try to name their shop after it. Like,
Like
Homie Good Town.
Yeah, homie.
Come through holla.
Come for good
Come
time.
through holla teriyaki.
Why you using that
I
accent?
just accidentally did
Why
it.
you using that accent?
But it was messed up anyway.
All right. See, my people at I Love Teriyaki down there in Renton, they don't have no accent like that. That's you don't know what you be.
Some
you
lady
wrong,
on
man.
YouTube or World Star just went inside of a joint because they named their whole menu. The place was called Trap House Tea.
Wow,
Oh,
And she
my
was like,
God, I love it.
why y'all using,
Oh, I love it.
is this black owned? And the dude was like, no.
Black
He's like,
owned?
well, if this ain't black owned, why are y'all using our slogans and stuff? Why y'all feeding off of us? And then she went off. and they was like, "Thank you for coming," but she ordered something too, right?
Oh, this is good.
Right.
And then, but
This
she
is some
was
good tea.
but she was going off, and I'm like, "Man, look,
But
you
he-
can't get mad. It's a
That's
listen,
not our
these-
word.
Thank you.
Trap house?
That's what I was about to say.
Why we got to get the
We have
the
a
dirty
meaning.
stuff?
We call it trap house because
Yeah.
we have a meaning. But trap house, they've been making video games and
I don't need that
all
word.
kinds of stuff
Trap
like that.
house is where I go, hustle and make some money at. I don't need to keep. That's our word to us.
You
Man,
just said that's
can
where
use
you
it.
go. You just
To
incriminate
make
yourself.
money.
That's what a trap house is.
So what you go do at the trap house?
I'm the manager.
I cut the lawn.
It's my house.
I see what be goings on, but I don't get
I
involved
walk
in
around with a robe on.
that. Right? And-
But that is interesting. Why are you claiming that that's your word or that's your slang or
I'm
that's
not- yeah.
that? Come on now.
Nah,
Yeah.
man,
Come
we don't need all the hood words just to be for us. Y'all can have them. It don't
I
Right.
matter.
don't do that racist stuff, but I
It
know
just don't
that,
sound right coming out your mouth. That's right. You going down to the
I know
trap?
that R. Kelly has another victim.
Oh,
Oh,
serious?
Yep. And they found out he married her. He went overseas and married her, and they kept it secret. Her name is some young girl.
Oh. Cream,
You're-
is she related to some young men?
Some young thing happened.
Cream of some young man. You gotta
We in
stop
trouble.
That.
I
You gotta
really
stop.
hate
You
both
did
of you.
that.
You man.
What
And,
did you ta-
and this conversation been brought to you by Pho.
Yeah, pho. Come on down and get you some good pho.
Listen for 3 more hours.
Yeah.
On
Anyway, man,
on,
thank
on
y'all.
WDMDJ.
Yeah.
We'll be there.
Yeah. And just because we make the voice, that means we care.
Oh my God.
Wow, that's a PSA of
What song you
Did
going out
hear
with?
the PSA voice?
Mac
I
Money.
was gonna
Or
go
we
out with
gonna
my
play-
beat.
I thought you was gonna play your boy,
Who?
J Smith.
Jay, what's his name?
Jay
Set
Smith.
the
What we
mood.
got? 30 seconds.
All right. We out of here.
Really?